There are 7 secret passageways out of the castle. We'd recommend this one.
If Muggles spotted Hogwarts, all they would see are old ruins and signs warning them to keep out. Witches and wizards are skilled at keeping their magical lives private, but we happen to know all of their best secret entrances and hidden passageways. Here are all the ways magical folk get around unnoticed.
Can we find all this in London?
If you know where to go.
Diagon Alley was our first introduction to the world of magic, located behind the Leaky Cauldron pub in London. Hagrid just has to tap the 5 bricks around the hole in the wall with his wand, in this case his umbrella, to gain entrance. In the books, it's slightly different. You tap the brick 3 up and 2 across 3 times. Then you're granted entrance to the greatest wizarding market in all of London, a magical shopaholic's favorite place.
Don't worry, Harry, we'll explain everything when we get back to headquarters.
Shh. Number 12 Grimmauld Place in London is an Order of the Phoenix safe house and one of the coolest hidden places in the entire wizarding world. The house is protected by a Fidelius charm with Albus Dumbledore as secret keeper. To gain entrance, the secret keeper must have told you the location or written it down for you. The house seems to inflate between house numbers 11 and 13, with no Muggle the wiser to the earth-shaking appearance of a secret wizard hideaway.
I've never used the visitor's entrance before. Should be fun.
While Arthur and Harry have to do some very Muggle commuting to get to the Ministry of Magic's entrance, their journey into the Ministry itself is very magical and pretty well hidden. To enter, you have to find the old red telephone box, step inside, and dial 62442. You must state your name and business for the operator before being given a silver visitor's badge, and then descending into the Ministry like you're in an elevator.
We flush ourselves in.
The employees' entrance, though, is decidedly less glamorous. When Harry, Ron, and Hermione infiltrated the Ministry, they weren't exactly excited to find out that flushing themselves down a toilet was the only way to get inside and stay under cover. But all these hidden Ministry entrances make sense. The Ministry is one of the wizarding world's best-kept secrets, but it's also where the secret keepers work. In the Ministry of Magic's Department of Magical Accidents and Catastrophes are the Obliviators. Wizards who are particularly skilled in memory charms and who are always busy cleaning up magical messes and modifying Muggle memories.
Seen by no less than 7 Muggles.
The Room of Requirement itself is one of Hogwarts' many mysteries, but this hidden room also has its own secret passageway. When Dumbledore's army was hiding out there, they found that their hunger inspired a secret door to Hogsmeade to open up. Right behind a picture of Ariana Dumbledore, Aberforth Dumbledore could not open the passage from his side when people were using the room, but he could send Ariana's portrait to summon members of the army when in need.
Don't remember this on the Marauders map. That's because it never existed till now.
Hogwarts has a magical infirmary, but the real serious magical conditions get treated at a wizarding hospital that was sadly left out of the movies. St. Mungo's Hospital for Magical Maladies and Injuries is first mentioned when Arthur Weasley gets bitten by Nagini. Harry, Ron, and Hermione eventually make a visit, where they run into Neville and his grandmother and learn for the first time what happened to Neville's parents. The entrance to the hospital is an old department store in London. A wizard has to approach the glass window and speak very quietly to the ugliest dummy dressed in a green pinafore dress. The dummy will nod, and then you can step through the glass and into the hospital.
I was wondering if you could tell us about the Chamber of Secrets.
The Chamber of Secrets was once a well-hidden Hogwarts mystery that allowed the basilisk to get around via pipes. Located in the first-floor girls' washroom, the entrance is marked by a snake etched on a copper tap. You must speak Parseltongue to open it. Harry chose to say, and then the tap will move out of the way so you can slide down a large pipe, which doesn't look like much fun when the only thing to cushion your fall are piles of bones. The Shrieking Shack was supposedly haunted, but curious Hogwarts students do have one way to access the building, if they're brave enough. There's a secret passage under the Whomping Willow. In the books, Crookshanks taps on a specific knot on the tree's trunk which freezes its branches. In the movie, Harry and Hermione have a less than graceful entrance, but they do eventually make it through the hidden door.
I solemnly swear that I am up to no good.
The Marauders map is a curious wizard's best friend when it comes to sneaking around unnoticed. Harry Potter used one particular passageway twice to get to and from Hogsmeade after George and Fred gave him the map. The one-eyed witch statue by the stairs to the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom can be opened by tapping the hump with a wand and declaring Descendium. It leads to the cellar of Honeydukes and can be used again without a password to return to the school.
Mischief managed.
According to the Marauders map, there are actually 7 different passageways into and out of Hogwarts, but they're not all easily accessible. Sirius Black, an expert at getting in and out of Hogwarts unnoticed, once mentioned a passage located behind a mirror on the 4th floor that was large enough for an entire organization to hold a secret meeting. It led to somewhere in Hogsmeade, but apparently caved in 1992. There was also a passage behind the statue of Gregory the Smarmy that Fred and George found during their very first week at school, even before they had the map. Filch, who always seems to be sneaking around the castle, also knows about 3 other secret doors, and we're sure Mrs. Norris does too.
Then what's he doing in Borgin and Burke's? Browsing for furniture?
To get from Hogwarts to Knockturn Alley, Draco decided to use 2 Vanishing Cabinets, one of which was located in Borgin and Burke's. The movie-absent poltergeist Peeves originally smashed one of the 2 Vanishing Cabinets after being convinced to do so by nearly headless Nick. But the passage was reopened when Draco fixed the cabinet to bring Death Eaters through. These Vanishing Cabinets are especially secret because they don't even appear on the Marauders map.
Let the feast begin.
We got to see a few magical kitchens at work in the movies, but we never saw the grandest kitchen of all, the hidden Hogwarts kitchens where house elves were always hard at work, preparing student meals. Well, when they weren't up to trouble. The kitchens are located behind a picture of a giant fruit bowl. To enter, you must tickle the huge green pear in the picture. It'll giggle and then turn into a green door handle. This might be one of the strangest and possibly safest ways to enter a hidden room in the entire wizarding world.
Mind your head.
The best way to get some magical help might just be the night bus, which picks up a witch or wizard in need and zips through busy traffic to transport them wherever they need to go, without worrying about being spotted by a curious muggle. To hail the bus, a witch or wizard must stick their wand hand out, like they would to hail a muggle bus, though it's also possible to book tickets in advance if you prefer to plan ahead.
This is the 3rd floor. It's forbidden.
While the underground chambers where the Mirror of Erised are kept aren't exactly a secret, Dumbledore did tell all the students to avoid the 3rd floor corridor and protect the door with a not-so-subtle 3-headed dog. They were definitely magically hidden and a mystery for most Hogwarts students. Well, except Harry, Ron, and Hermione, because they can't resist a Do Not Enter sign. Past Fluffy, the Flying Keys, Devil's Snare, and some high-stakes chess were the hidden rooms where Harry faced off with Voldemort for the first time since he was a baby.
Is walk straight at the wall between platforms 9 and 10.
Platform 9 3/4, located at King's Cross Station, is a perfect example of wizards hiding in plain sight. If you're a witch or wizard, you'll notice the platform to hop aboard the Hogwarts Express doesn't even exist in the Muggle world, and if you ask about it, you'll just end up confusing some non-magical folk. Located between platforms 9 and 10, you just need to run straight into the brick divide, and then it's all aboard the Hogwarts Express. Well, unless something or someone cuts you off, then you've just got a headache and an angry owl.
If we can't get through, maybe Mum and Dad can't get back.
Which of these secret passages do you wish we'd seen more of in the movies? If you were a Hogwarts student, would you go hunting around the castle for secret doors? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to tap that like button and subscribe to The Things for more great stuff. Thanks for watching.